Hey, what's going on? My name is Jelena from Ostrovska.com, and the question of the day is, how do you motivate your team members inside of your network marketing business? And the thing is, and I gotta probably reframe a little bit like the question, because that is something I heard quite a lot, and I do like 100% believe in that, which is, it's very difficult and almost impossible to really motivate people, because, the motivation usually comes from within. And people really have to have it themselves. Yes, they can do personal development and a lot of different things to motivate themselves, but motivation is up to the individual. What you can do is you can actually inspire people with your action, with your if you're asking why do people not recording videos, why do people not sponsor anybody in their business, it's because you're not doing that. So the problem might be actually in yourself. But a couple other things. So I was chatting with somebody on Facebook, and the lady asked me, like, how do I really motivate them? Because they aren't really doing anything. They are using the product and they love it and all of that. So first of all, you have to identify, like, do they want to be just a customer, or do they want to build a business? Because there's a different kind of mindset. I would say if somebody likes the product and they just want to remain a customer and they're going to be using it every single month, then by all means, that's what you have to be having in your network marketing business. Because, based on all of the new, updates and the FDAs and like all of that type of stuff that's going on, it's very important to have a customer base. So if you have a customer and like he or she is happy, by all means, let them use the product. But if they tell you, I do want to promote the business, then it's a different kind of mindset, and you have to like start working with them a little bit more closely. So like give them a little bit of training, give them more support, and like just what you gotta do in network marketing, right? So that is the first one. So then if they tell you like, oh, I haven't recruited anyone, like, I don't know how to get started, and like really ask them, so especially if they get a little bit frustrated, and that's when they kind of ask you for some motivation, like what do I need to be doing, ask them, so what have you done so far to recruit at least one person? Have you recruited anybody? And they might tell you, well, one person, then ask them, so what have you done to recruit that one person? So maybe you have to keep doing that, that specific activity. Or if they haven't recruited anybody, then ask them, so what have you done to sponsor, to try to sponsor some people into the business? And they may tell you, well, I haven't done much because I've been busy, like I'm at work, and they'll try to like spam you with all of those excuses, right? So that's not something that's, really going to help out. So, and then if they tell you I haven't done anything, you basically give them a little bit of tough love. And that's what I usually give to my coaching clients. Well, based on what you've said, you haven't done anything to sponsor, recruit, you haven't connected with anybody. How do you expect to build a business? Do you think that's the answer to your question why you haven't sponsored anybody? And they will tell you, well, yes, that kind of makes sense, right? So you have to like brainstorm with them, the action steps, which is probably in the beginning is going to be their warm market. So go to your warm market, because if you just go to cold market right up front, this may be a little bit challenging. You have to get into the habit and get into like a little bit of practice to talk to people. So that's one thing, right? And also, like what I also shared with that lady is, ask your team members, like, are you satisfied with your current situation? Because if they tell you that, I do want to build a business, but like, I don't know if I can do this, and they kind of feel on the fence, ask themselves, are you satisfied with your current situation? Like, with your time freedom, with your financial freedom, with your freedom in general. And, in most cases, if they do have like a full-time job and maybe they're making some decent income, they will tell you, well, not really. Like, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more money coming in. And that's when you really start like, focusing on them taking action. And again, you cannot really motivate them. You can give them the guidelines. You can point them to different tools, what they can use. You can give them support. You can give them training. But ultimately, like, motivation will come from within. And also, one more thing, if they give you excuses like I don't have the time, I don't have like the resources to like start doing that. Honestly, in network marketing, you don't need to have a lot of resources, right? We have like most companies, they do offer you resources like different brochures that you can use, like you can create some drop cards and some business cards, like there's a lot of resources you can be using. But I'll really like when it comes to talking to your distributors, so if they're interested in building a business but they give you excuses, you know, share with them the stories, because I mean, if you just give them the facts, they couldn't care less. Honestly, if you give me the facts, I don't even care about them. I'm not going to remember the figures, the numbers, nothing of that, right? But what I will remember is the stories. I mean, if you give your team members stories of people who were able to overcome similar adversity, or even like something like much bigger, or like, you know, they had like bigger problems than your prospects, then it's going to inspire them, and it's going to give them a little bit like of a push when it comes to motivation, taking action. Because usually there are, you know, if you're making some kind of excuses in your business, like I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have the tools, I don't have the system, I don't have support, like all sorts of garbage, right? So, I mean, just imagine there are so many people out there who had much bigger problems than yourself, and they were able to make it happen, and they created the success that they wanted. So you really have no excuses to not go out there and start taking action. And especially if your, you know, upline, or if your company, if they give you the trainings, you know, if they give you at least like the starting points, like of prospecting, of warm markets, I mean, you can absolutely do that. So it's, I mean, still, like, motivation will come from within, but you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone and go and start freaking talking to people, because that's what's going to really get you results. I mean, like, just sitting here and, I mean, not doing anything is not going to get you anywhere. So you have to go out there, follow the training, follow the system. Most companies, they do offer like different systems. So follow what your upline is doing, and I mean, if they were able to make it happen, you can absolutely do it. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, share with your teammates, tag anybody below, or like, share the blog post or the video with them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos and trainings like that. And if you would like to receive some free trainings to your email inbox from me in the future, go to my blog at JelenaOstrovska.com, click on the sidebar banner over there, enter your details, and you'll be added to my newsletter. And as well, you'll receive a free ebook as a bonus, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.